ഇപ്പോൾ CPI MPB അംഗം പ്രകാശ് കാരാട്ട് മാധ്യമങ്ങളെ കാണുകയാണ് തത്സമയം.
Shall we begin? I think I'm meeting the press in Kozhikode after a long time. I would just like to speak on 2-3 issues today. As you all know, the BJP's new government in Uttar Pradesh, the Chief Minister Adityanath's leadership, has begun a drive against slaughterhouses and trade in meat. They say they are implementing the BJP's election manifesto. But what has actually happened is a drive against all forms of trading and selling of meat. All meat shops have been subjected to raids and closure, apart from the slaughterhouses. And this has affected the livelihood of lakhs of people in Uttar Pradesh, because and has targeted mainly the minority community there and Dalits, who are mainly the people who are involved in the meat trade, whether it's the selling of mutton, chicken, etc. UP also happens to be the state which is the leading exporter of meat products to the outside world. And more than half the factories which are regular established abattoirs, which are called as the slaughterhouses, they have been closed down. The plea is that many of them do not have licenses, but the actual fact is, even for selling meat and chicken, fish, etc., the licenses are not being renewed by the administration. Not now, for quite some time. So those whose licenses have renewal period is over, I mean the license period is over, they have not been able to get renewed, and now they're saying because you are an unlicensed shop, you are being closed. So the Meat Traders Association has gone on a strike, which is still continuing. The effect of that is there is no meat available in UP today. I'm not talking about beef, I'm talking about all other forms of meat. So this is the type of policies which have begun to be implemented in Uttar Pradesh as soon as the BJP government has taken office. And the effect of this is that in other states where BJP is ruling, Haryana, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and so on, now vigilante groups have gone around and forcibly closed meat shops. Now the demand has been that you cannot open the shops during the Navratra festival, that is the 9-day, 10-day festival. That means during Hindu festivals, no shops can be kept open. This is being imposed in other BJP ruled states. So this is a direct attack on the right to livelihood of many people, and also the basic elementary right of people to have the food of their choice. And the BJP central government, the Modi government, is keeping silent about this and actually defending some of these actions. Few days ago in Rajasthan and Alwar district, a 63-year-old man was killed by a Govt vigilante group, and his only crime was that he had bought a cow because he is in the milk trade. He sells milk, he is a dairy farmer. So because he was transporting this cow, purchased it legally in the market, got a certificate from the municipal corporation of that place, and he was taking it across the border to Haryana, where he lives. Pehlu Khan is his name, and he was beaten to death. Today, a team of our MPs have gone today. I don't have the report yet, but they're visiting that place in Behror in Alwar district. Our Polit Bureau member Subhashni Ali, she is leading the delegation, and along with her, 2 of our members of parliament have gone there. And yesterday, across the border in Haryana, in Mewat region, where this man's family is living, his sons were with him when he was attacked. They were also injured. Another delegation from the Kisan Sabha, led by the General Secretary of Kisan Sabha, Hanan Mullah, who is also a member of our Polit Bureau, he and the team has gone to visit the family and to find out exactly what happened. Adityanath's becoming Chief Minister is a clear signal that the BJP and the RSS want to go for a Hindu consolidation and to declare clearly that the agenda of going for a Hindu Rashtra is very much there. This is the first issue which I wanted to speak about. The second question is regarding the policies of the Modi government. Just day before yesterday, the cabinet has cleared the setting up of a rail development authority. They want to set up a regulatory body for the railways. And the purpose they have announced, this was done, this announcement was made in the railway budget, not this year but last year, is that this railway regulatory authority will now decide on the fares, railway fares, passenger fares, freight fares, etc. So far, as you know, it has been decided by the railway government, the railway ministry under the government, and such increases in railway fares used to be announced in the railway budget, and therefore that will be subject to discussion in parliament, scrutiny, etc. Now they want to free themselves of the responsibility of increasing the railway fare and given it to a rail authority, and they will decide according to the market requirements the rail fares, and this will mean a continuous increase in the passenger fares of in the railways. The purpose of the regulatory authority is to see that there can be no political scrutiny, no parliamentary scrutiny of passenger fares being increased in the railways. They say this is now the job of an independent authority. The other aim of this Railway Authority, Railway Development Authority, it is said in the statement made by the government itself, is to ensure a level playing field for the private sector, for Indian private investment and for foreign investment, which is they want to ensure the privatization process in the railways. So these are the two goals, twin aims. One, the rail authority will decide on the railway fare increases. Two, they will ensure that private capital and private investment takes place so that railways can go towards privatization. So this will be the last, what you call, bastion of a state-owned undertaking, the railways, being put on the road to privatization. And the last point I would like to make is about another aspect of this government's policy, which is in the finance bill which has been passed now by Parliament. They have smuggled, in the name of a finance bill, they have brought in amendments to various laws which have nothing to do with the budget or financial aspects of the government, which is the political funding or funding for political parties. They have now amended the Company Act, Company Law Act, whereby a company, a corporate can now give unlimited funds to a political party. Up to now, the Act said any company can give up to 7.5% of their net profit, which is the average of the net profit of the last 3 years, financial years. That is, if we are running a company and that company in the last 3 years has made a profit, the average profit of the 3 years, of that 7.5% only can be given, maximum. There is a limit to corporate funding to political parties. They have deleted this by an amendment. No limit is there. So a company can give even 50% of its profits to a political party. Secondly, they have introduced an electoral bond. That is, if I want to give money to a political party, if I am a company or anybody, I can deposit the money in a bank and get a bond. And that bond can be given to a political party's account, bank account. So they say this is to ensure that there is no black money. Fine. But the catch is, the problem is, the person who gives the bond will not be, who it is will not be revealed. It will be identity of the person or the company which gives the bond will be kept secret. And the political party which receives the bond does not have to disclose who has given the bond in their income tax returns. Now the law is, if you receive any amount about 20,000 rupees, a political party, they have to give the full details to the income tax department. Name of the person, address, PAN number, all this have to be given. Now, through a bond, you can give 1 crore to a party, but neither will the person who gave the money be revealed, nor the party has to say who it has received the money from. These two amendments, the electoral bond method without disclosing the identity of the bond giver, and the limit of 7.5% for giving donation to a party, 7.5% of the profit, that has been deleted. This will open the floodgates for huge amounts of money coming to political parties, and also encourage various forms of illegal money because you don't have to reveal the name of the person. So, last point is this will only benefit the ruling party because electoral bond will be given through a bank. So the government can find out who's given the money to the bank. Very easy, in a nationalized bank particularly. Nobody else will know. So nobody will dare to give it to an opposition party. They will use this bond system to get money for the ruling party and unlimited amounts. This is the most dangerous step that the government has taken. And it will also provide a legal way, legitimate way to pay bribes. Our party has said that this will encourage people to openly give bribes because I am in the government, a contract is given to a corporate, say a 500 rupees contract on some infrastructure project is given to a company. If 10% commission or kickback is to be paid, earlier it used to be given under the table in terms of black money. Say 50 crores will be given as black money. Now you give 50 crores through an electoral bond and deposited in the party's account. Neither the political party nor the person has to reveal to anybody where the money has come from. So this is a government which said we will clean up political funding, we'll clean up corruption, we will make everything transparent. They have made it the most non-transparent and opened corporate money and black money being flooding political system in a big way, which will be very damaging for the democratic system. Unfortunately, it was brought in a finance bill in such a way. This amendment of removing the 7.5% limit was brought one day before it was placed in the Lok Sabha. So even the parliament members did not have sufficient time to study this. And then since it's a money bill, Rajya Sabha has no say in the matter. Amendment was passed. Sitaram Yechury's amendment was carried in the Rajya Sabha to do away with this amendment of 7.5% limit being removed. That was adopted in the Rajya Sabha, but that does not have any effect because this is considered to be a money bill. So in the name of money bill, all these amendments to various laws have been brought this time in the finance bill. So this is the way the BJP government is functioning. That is, they are bypassing the Rajya Sabha, they are trying to in the money bill route make the Rajya Sabha ineffective, and secondly it has taken steps to ensure that large scale corporate funds and black money is now will be used to finance the BJP and the ruling party. So these are some of the points I wanted to speak about to you today. You can ask me anything else if you have to.
This is a serious allegation against Kerala police. Very curious thing that Polit Bureau is implementing its agenda through Kerala police, and particularly through the person of the state police chief. Is party aware of such allegations?
I am not aware of any such allegation in the sense of in our party we have not discussed this matter. We had a review of the government's functioning in our party state committee just a week ago, 10 days ago. There is no such issue which we are aware of. And secondly, I'd like to make it clear that as far as high police, senior police officials are concerned, it is not our party's practice to discuss and decide who should be in which position in the police force. That is for the government to decide, and we have made it clear that I sit in in Delhi, I don't know what has been happening here. But whatever I told you, there have been any instances of any excess by the police. There have been, in this last 10 months, there have been actions taken by the government itself. Removal of certain officers, transfer of certain officers have taken place, as you are aware of. As far as the issue you have mentioned about that Jishnu Pranoy case, I think that the government has acted promptly and effectively to deal with that case. I don't have to give you the steps taken. Something more has to be done probably. 2 more people who in the case have not yet been arrested. I think the government and the police have assured that they are making all efforts to arrest those 2 people also. You have seen that some of the matters have already gone to court in this matter. The government can't decide if somebody gets anticipatory bail. That's not the government which has taken that decision. So whatever needs to be done in that case, I think will be done. I think that assurance the government has given. Yes.
Whether the CPM central leadership demanded for removal of Behra from this position?
Sorry? Regarding?
Removal of the Behra, DGP from this position.
I think even yesterday we issued a clarification because some newspaper in Kerala, we all know which newspaper it is, had given banner headlines that the central leadership has asked the state leadership. As we sitting in Delhi were not aware of this news, and I told you we were here just 1 week ago in Trivandrum for a review of the overall government functioning. So, as I said, we have not talked about any individual police officer in this matter. So how come that I told you that is we don't function that way. We have got ministers, we have got chief minister. Yes, they are party people, leaders, but they will in the government take a decision on these matters, which we are not aware of. We were there for the review of the work of the government. I think a few days after that, the Director of Vigilance was stepped down and went on leave. We were not aware of it when we were in Trivandrum. It is nothing. We have not discussed the matter. So we were looking at overall policies, how they are being implemented, what are the shortcomings or delays in any of the policy being implemented. Overall review we made, but we didn't go into these aspects.
But he remembers maybe he criticized the police authorities against Magija.
He might have, but as I told you, we have not at the central level taken any decision to on this matter. Neither have we discussed it.
Today, the government has come up with the newspaper's advertisement justifying the action against the police action. Do you think it's a nice way of doing things?
Well, the same government has taken action against concerned police officials where the government thought they've acted beyond, gone against the policy or gone beyond the line. I'm saying is the government, it's for the government to decide. I'm in no position to say that.
But comrade, how we can endorse it, comrade, because inquiry is going on by the IG and the inquiry is going on. At the same time, the government is endorsing the police. How, if you can't feel it contradictory, we don't know how it's.
No. The inquiry is on what?
Inquiry is on the same police atrocity on that particular case. The action against.
Exactly. What happened on that day? There are 2 versions. One is the version of the government and the police. There are other versions. So let them be an inquiry about it. If this inquiry is not sufficient, you can ask for another more independent inquiry if you want.
But government is coming up with its own.
Government is clear about the issue matter, but still,
Such an inquiry then.
you will find out. Let the inquiry be over, then we'll see. On this matter, the government is clear that they have done nothing wrong. There is no effort to cover up I don't want to tell you the details of what happened in one college, what type of action has been taken, how much the government has intervened, how much steps have been taken. Tell me, has any previous government done these sort of things in the case of one individual matter in a self-financing college? They've acted promptly. If there's anything more to be done, yes, that should be also taken up.
Comrade Buddha justified the police actions at Nandigram?
No, we regretted the police firing, but we said that the conditions in which the police firing took place was also explained.
How do you evaluate whether these incidents may affect the image of government? Whether these incidents may affect...
I don't think these are going to matter at all, because I think a section of the media is obsessed with certain matters, thinking that this will be used as an effort to attack the government. But what the government is doing overall, I think that is what is going to matter with the people.
Unfortunately, it is not the media. The CPI leader, Mr. Karan, Mr. Achudanand, Mr. M.A. Baby.
Well, Mr. M.A. Baby has only made a general comment, but as far as some people who are partners in the LDF, they should remember they're not the opposition now, they're not leaders of the opposition.